Hello there, my name is Elizabeth Wells Adams. I heard that you were interested in the Boston Tea Party. That just happens to be something that I know a good deal about, seeing as my husband was very much involved in it. It was December 1773 in Boston, Massachusetts. The King of England had been terrorizing the colonies with taxes and tariffs for too long already, and he had added yet another tax to the list, the Tea Act. The East India Trading Company was going under, and the British Parliament wanted to save the company. In order to accomplish that, they decided to force people to buy tea from this company. Parliament made it illegal to buy tea from anyone except the East India Trading Company and put a tax on all of the tea, so that the tea became very expensive. Just live without tea then, you may find yourself saying, but no, we have to have our tea, and not only our tea, but our stamps and our sugar and our paper and our paint and, well, a whole lot of other things the British wanted to tax until we couldn't afford them. No one knows just who planned this next event, but someone must have, because on December 17th, 1773, 116 people, some dressed up as Mohawk Indians, boarded the ships stationed in the Boston harbor. There were 3 ships stationed there that day, the Dartmouth, the Eleanor, then the Beaver, and all 3 were loaded with tea. One of the ships, the Beaver, was actually quarantined in the harbor because the crew had an outbreak of smallpox. At least the British weren't trying to give that to us. The Sons of Liberty, the group of brave souls who boarded these ships, relieved the 3 vessels of every ounce of tea they had on them. Altogether, that added up to 342 crates of tea. That was 90,000 pounds of tea that went into the harbor that day. If you were to buy that much tea today, it would cost you about $1 million. Unfortunately, their little disguises didn't fool the British. They're smarter than we gave them credit for. They knew who dumped all of that tea into the harbor. And I'm sure my husband, Sam Adams, going out and telling folks that this was an act of people defending their rights and not the act of an angry mob didn't help keep our Sons of Liberty off the suspect list. The very next year, those British started slapping us with the Intolerable Acts. But if they thought our little Boston Tea Party was bad, you should have seen them after those Intolerable Acts.